So what the f is a trachea? So a trachea is your pet's windpipe, and that is where your pet breathes in to get oxygen down to their lungs. And in dogs, their trachea is made up of cartilage that is not a solid ring all the way around. It is a halfway ring down to their lungs, and it has a membrane on top of smooth muscle and a tracheal tendon at the top. So with a collapsing trachea, that tent caves in and the pets can't breathe. So this is my personal dog. Her name is Pee-wee, and I brought her today for this video because she has heart disease and a collapsing trachea. She is a 13-year-old teacup applehead chihuahua, and she is so adorable. She's the toughest little farm chihuahua you've ever seen. So the classic sign of a collapsing trachea is a goose honking, coughing sound, or a lot of coughing, because they can't breathe. That tent collapsed in on their windpipe, and they're irritated. So I get a lot of appointments of clients coming in because their dog keeps coughing, and if it's not a crisis episode, I can still diagnose a collapsing trachea and then warn them about when a crisis could happen. So this is a case that I had last week, and this is what the x-ray looked like of this dog's collapsing trachea. It's a Yorkie, and these are the classic toy breed dogs that get this disease. So collapsing trachea episodes are a serious emergency and can be very scary. So make sure you watch till the end of this video so I can calm you guys down about your pet's diagnosis and give you some tips on how to manage your pet that just got diagnosed with this. So the classic breeds that get collapsing trachea are gonna be your toy breeds. And if they're overweight, it makes it even worse. So fat toy breeds get this really bad, and those are the ones that normally come in for emergency. So your Chihuahuas, like Pee-wee here, Pomeranians, Malteses, Yorkies, toy poodles, and then any other little breed. Even a small Brussels Griffon or even a tiny Dachshund can get this. Since this disease involves their airway, the first thing you're gonna wanna do is use a harness when you walk them so it's not pressing on their neck and they're not pulling you and flailing in the air. That makes sense, right? We don't want anything putting pressure on their neck. Another thing is, dogs that normally get collapsing trachea are older. So they're from 7 to 14 years old. I normally don't see a Pomeranian that's 2 years old with a collapsing trachea, but they can still get it, but it usually happens when they're older. Here are 2 things you need to know about your pet's lifespan who just got diagnosed with collapsing trachea. The first thing is that it is an emergency. If you notice that your dog is flailing and can't breathe or turning blue and you don't know what to do about it, they need to go to the vet immediately. The second thing is, keep them in a cool environment and have them medically managed by your veterinarian, because the medications that your vet gives you and coaches you on collapsing trachea with your pet specifically can help you keep them alive longer. I'm gonna have a slide at the end that teaches you all the medications that are super helpful on prolonging their life when they have a collapsing trachea. And a quick shout out to this video sponsor, which is Barco Uniforms. And you can't see outside, but the sun is setting, and I'm in these bright new summer sunset coral Barco 1 scrubs in the racer top and the boost jogger. They're super cute, lightweight, and comfortable. I'm gonna put a link in my description below where you guys can click on it and shop online. And there's a little discount code down there that you guys can use to save you some extra money. So this wraps up my video on collapsing trachea, and your pets will survive it. Remember, that slide is in here. You can always go back and reference it. Let's say your tiny little dog does pass away one day. We wish it would never happen. And then years later, you go and get another toy breed and you forget all about this, but you're like, Dr. Lindsay made a really great video on it. Come back to this video, watch it again, because you're gonna be needing to do the same things for your new toy breed dog. All right, like always, hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, hit the bell to get notifications for when I post new videos, which is every week, and I will see you guys next time.